and I will be talking about the newest technology of Praf International, which is OxyTap. So it's one machine, three shots, endless health possibilities. We are going to answer several questions about what OxyTap is, what it does to our, how well it would help us with regard to oxygen, how can oxygen help our body, and which can be a better brand, which is it OxyTap or another Prive product. And one of also of the questions, how long shall we store an oxygen infused water through OxyTap? So we are going to answer those questions as we progress with our discussion. And I'm so happy that all of you is here in this episode for tonight. So we are 150 in this room. Just to manage your expectations, we will not be sending recorded video of this presentation. So we advise that you take down notes as we are going to discuss it so that you'll be able to absorb whatever we will be discussing today. And as what the late Susan Rosa said, wag mahihiyang magtanong. So ask questions as so that we'll be able to clarify all those cloudy ideas in your brain as we are going to discuss this, okay? All right, so in any scientific study, one of the first step is to know what is the problem. So we have a global problem right now. There is what we call an oxygen pandemic, and that results in health problems. Why is it so? Because according to study, today the oxygen level gradually decreases because there are two things, there are two factors that cause this oxygen pandemic. First one is the burning of fossil fuels. It consumes oxygen because, as we know, oxygen is required for complete combustion. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, if you are using gas stove, di ba? Whenever the fire is still blue, that means there's enough oxygen. If it's already reddish or yellowish, that means there's incomplete combustion. Kaya nangingitim yung puwet ng ating mga kaldero. And because oxygen is required in order to produce fire, it's being consumed whenever we are burning fossil fuels to light up the electricity in some of the countries. So that is one of the reasons why oxygen level tends to decrease. The other one is deforestation. It also reduces oxygen production. Why? Because, di ba, in the process of wherein chlorophyll is needed in order for the plants to produce food, they also produce oxygen. So whenever kulang lang yung mga trees in the global arena, then plants have also decreased in number. Therefore, yung mga producers of oxygen have also decreased. In return, oxygen level is also decreased. That is why this problem is what we are facing nowadays. We have lower level of oxygen level as we tend to be more progressive with the world. So actually, this is based on the organization named oxygenlevels.org. Meron ding study from Berkeley. So this is not a made up number or statistics. This is actually based on studies. Why is oxygen needed by our body, di ba? We have this problem, there's oxygen pandemic, but why is this a problem? It is because oxygen is needed by our body in order for us to really function properly. Our respiratory system, which is composed, the main actor of this one is our lungs. And our circulatory system, wherein the main actor is the heart, are helping each other in order to supply oxygen in each of our cells. How is it happening? Diba? From the heart, our heart pumps the blood which doesn't have oxygen, which is deoxygenated toward our lungs. Our lungs then supply oxygen to each of those blood cells, and then it will go back to the heart, wherein the heart this time pumps the oxygenated blood to each of our organs. Now, we know in science, in elementary, that each of our organs is composed of cells. So each cell then is supplied with oxygen by this oxygenated blood. What will happen if we don't have enough oxygen? That means our cells will not function properly. This results in health problems. So that's what we call hypoxia or lack of oxygen. And these are the common diseases that we are experiencing: body aches, insomnia, low energy, cancer, diabetes, dementia, arthritis, inflammation, concentration and focus, myopia, eczema, and asthma. So oxygen is actually required by each of our cells in order to produce energy. And what is that part in our cells that does it? It's the mitochondrion, and in plural, mitochondria. Our mitochondria are considered the powerhouse of our cells. So if it doesn't have enough energy, our cells will not function properly. And what does it need in order to produce energy? Oxygen. Therefore, oxygen is important in body cells and in order for us to prevent tissue hypoxia. Cells need high energy, or what we call ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is an energy carrying molecule. It is the energy currency of life, and it is the fuel of life. It is the universal energy source of cells. So without ATP, our cells are not going to function. And we know that our cells have a lot of things that does in our body. With ATP, it helps repair our cells after the injury. It keeps our cells young and alive, and it fights infections, and it carries out normal cell function. So we need this ATP in order to perform all of these four. Oxygen is very important and is closely related to the energy economics of a cell, because again, without oxygen, these ATPs will not be produced by the mitochondrion. There is a study saying that a person can survive without drinking water for 2 days and without eating for 7 days. But we cannot survive any moment without oxygen. That is why, diba, during the COVID time, people have to be supplied with oxygen in order for them to really survive. Yung iba, pinapasok na talaga sa kanilang lalamunan to be for the oxygen to be directed to the lungs. And without oxygen, our cells cannot really function properly. In fact, walang namamatay sa pag-hold ng breath. We can actually not commit suicide by holding our breath, because we cannot do that. We need oxygen in a moment in order for us to survive. Our brain consists of over 80 billion neurons, and these brain neurons keep working continuously. Even when we are asleep, we need our brain to function. Kasi di ba, our digestive system still works, our respiratory and our circulatory system still works, even with us sleeping. And they need to keep working continuously, controlling and adjusting whatever we think, whatever we talk about, and whenever we act. And it constitutes only 2% of the body's weight, but consumes 20% of the blood oxygen supply. That is why, kung mapapansin ninyo, if we lack sleep, that means we lack also oxygen in our body. Diba? Minsan, we already don't have the right words to say. We're already struggling for the right words to say because our brains lack oxygen already. As a result, even a brief, complete cut-off of blood supply for 3 to 5 minutes causes irreversible death of brain neurons. That is why those people who experience, how do you call that? Yung, 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 when their brain stops, what do we call that? It's at the top of my tongue. Stroke, yes. Thank you, Ma'am May. Whenever, di ba, yung mga people na nagkaka-stroke, they have locomotor or non-locomotor dysfunction. They have they have speech impediment. Some of them cannot even walk or cannot even move their muscles. It is because part of their brains lack oxygen because of that part where they experience stroke. Just a few seconds of oxygen interruption can cause the brain to crash, leading to fainting and ultimately resulting in brain death. You can increase the oxygen by actually 3 ways. One is hyperbaric chamber. This is where someone would get into a capsule and then breathe oxygen from there. You can actually see this on the internet. You can have oxygen. You can increase the oxygen level in your body through this. The downside of this is that number one, it is expensive. Number two, it is complicated. And number three, it is dangerous because the risks are there of hyperbaric oxygen. Hyperbaric means mataas ang pressure from the term barum, which means pressure. So high pressure of oxygen therapy increases, there is increased pressure and increased concentration of oxygen during this process. Ang potential risk nito, you can have ear and sinus pain, middle ear injuries, lung damage, temporary vision changes, and a lot more because of controlled pressure. Di ba? Para kang nag-scuba or para kang umakyat sa taas sumakay ng plane na hindi kontrolado ang pressure. That will happen to you. The other way to increase oxygen is through oxygen concentrator in what we call oxygen tank, di ba? You have to breathe in through that in order for you to have increased oxygen in your body. The downside is that it is inconvenient and inappropriate adjustment of oxygen concentration could lead to oxygen toxicity. So, kailangan merong medical assistance in order for it to be properly administered. Now, there is a third way to increase oxygen in our body, and that is through the use of oxygen-infused water. It is the most effective, it is the fastest, and the safest way to feed your body with oxygen. It is proven effective, and it is supported by experiments and scientifically proven dissolved oxygen in water is beneficial to our health. Okay, so this is how we can have the fastest and most effective way in increasing the oxygen level in our body. Now, we have some questions already in mind when Oxytap was introduced, because we know only that the only way for us to have oxygen in our body is through breathing, di ba? Papasok siya sa ating lungs, and that is how we can have oxygen. But there is a way for us to have oxygen in our body, and that is through digestion. We know that the process of digestion, diba? Any food or water that gets into our mouth would go to our esophagus and then down to our stomach, then the small intestines and the big intestines. That is the process. That is how our digestive tract goes. Now, kung mapapansin ninyo, if you drink alcohol, in just a few minutes, you get tipsy, you already forget things that you have spoken, you've already done things that you haven't done before when you were still sober, di ba? Ganun ang nangyayari. It is because alcohol seeps into the digestive tract, getting into our brains and our cells. That's the same thing whenever we drink oxygenated water. So when it goes through our throat, our esophagus. Then it goes to the stomach. This time, the oxygen seeps into the villi. Those are the linings of our stomach and our small intestines. So the oxygen goes directly to the bloodstream, supplying oxygen to our body. This is the fastest and safest way for the oxygen to get through our body through absorption. So this is how oxygen goes into our body through oxygenated water. Okay, this is how Oxytap can generate dissolved oxygen to our water. All right, this is a comparison of the oxygen level with general water like filtered, alkaline, or ionized. 3 to 6 parts per million oxygen ang makikita. Whereas with Oxytap, oxygen water, it can go to 45 parts per million. Okay, how does Oxytap supply oxygen to our water? Okay, we have what we call the oxygen generator integrated with ozone filters. So this is the one. Let me just use my pointer here. Okay, this is how, can you see my arrow this time? Okay, I'm not sure if this. Okay, this one, the O2, the one at the bottom, this is the oxygen generator integrated with ozone. This is made of titanium. That is why our Oxytap is lightweight. Titanium, by the way, is a lightweight metal and it's non-corrosive. So hindi siya nagkaka-rust. So this is where the generator is found and it has an ozone filter. There are two filters here. The first filter splits hydrogen and oxygen, and this is where the other element or the hydrogen goes to another exit through the vent at the side of the machine. And then this time, oxygen is pumped in the secondary filter, which is then infused into the bottle that we insert into the device. Our patented dual pump system then sucks up the water up through the nozzle. It is made of a ceramic nozzle. This ceramic nozzle leaves a power energy to the water. It is not made of plastic or metal, making the quality of the taste better when we drink it. Okay. Also, some of us ask regarding the how long shall we keep the Oxytap? According to the product the product manager of Oxytap, the Oxytap can have 10,000 pumps. So that means around 30,000 minutes of using, because one pump is equal to 3 minutes. So 30,000 pumps need to, after that, you need to replace the pump. That is part of the maintenance of the product. So you would just have to take note of the number of pumps that you will be using in order for you to know if it is the time for you to replace the pump. As to how much the pump would cost, we haven't have that figure yet, because so far the product is still new, so no one has reached the maximum number of pumps just yet. Okay, so the question is, we have received a lot of questions since the introduction of this product. Which is a better product? Is it the 7 Wonders or is it the Oxytap? And a lot of us think that 7 Wonders is a lot better than Oxytap because it has 7 features, While some people say Oxytap is better because we need oxygen more than hydrogen. Well, the answer is these two products are incomparable. They shouldn't be compared with each other because each has its own feature. Okay, it's like comparing apple to oranges or shoes to bag or a house to food. Both are important and both function as designed. So we shouldn't be comparing with each other. These are important. Our cells need both oxygen and hydrogen for them to function properly. In the previous episode, Ma'am May has discussed how important hydrogen is to our body. Okay, both products help us consume both gases by breaking the molecules down first for easier absorption of the body. So, what we can suggest if you want more hydrogen in your cells, use 7 Wonders. While if you need more oxygen in your body, then use Oxytap. Never ever use water that is treated with 7 Wonders through your Oxytap because it just cancels. I mean, it just multiplies something that does not exist anymore because oxygen is already canceled in 7 Wonders. Also, don't use water that is infused with oxygen through Oxytap through to your 7 Wonders. So drink water with Oxytap as is, drink water with 7 Wonders as is. Okay. Also, there is a question, how long should I store my oxygenated water? This will be answered through an experiment. But first, let's talk about what we know in chemistry. The solubility of gas in liquid is number one, it increases as the pressure increases, and number two, it's more soluble. Gas is more soluble in liquid as the temperature of the liquid increases. So it is less soluble when it's hotter, when the temperature increases. Therefore, the more tightly sealed a container is and the colder the liquid is, the more dissolved gas is found in that liquid. Take, for example, the carbonated drinks that we know, the soda, diba? There is still biting taste when we have taken it out from the refrigerator and if it is newly opened. Whereas if you leave it in room temperature with open cap, then the biting taste isn't there anymore. It is because the dissolved gas, which is carbon dioxide, has already escaped from the liquid. Therefore, the same process goes whenever we use oxygenated water with Oxytap. Okay, I made an experiment last week wherein I have set up two bottles of water. One is in room temperature, the other one is in the refrigerator. Actually, I have made 4 setups actually. One is in room temperature, the other one is in cold setting. All right. By the way, just as a disclaimer, this is a personal and unofficial experiment. So this is not made. I conducted this not as a marketing manager of Prive Philippines, but as an individual who is curious of how the oxygen level would go. So this is how the experiment went. Okay, we started with water that is in room temperature with no oxygen infused in it through Oxytap, and the oxygen level is 6.2 milligrams per liter. Okay, these are the temperature on the fourth column. After we have used Oxytap in it, the oxygen level has increased to 8.0 and the water temperature decreased a bit. The following day, after 24 hours, I measured again the oxygen level, and as what you can see, it has decreased. The oxygen level has decreased to 6.6 milligrams per liter. The water temperature has lowered a bit, maybe because of the air conditioning system. And after that, after 24 hours again, I measured again the oxygen level, and it has gradually decreased from 6.2 and then to 5.5 again the following day. And this is how the graph goes. Okay. Also, if you're curious how it go if we keep it refrigerated, this is how the oxygen level would go. So I first have the distilled water refrigerated for a few hours and took its measurement. So at 16.1 degrees Celsius, with no oxygen in the water through Oxytap, 8.3 milligrams per liter has been detected. Why is it higher than water under normal temperature? It is because when the temperature of a liquid or in the water in this scenario is lower, that means it's colder, the molecules tend to be weaker. Therefore, the oxygen has somehow, how do you call that, lose its bond with the hydrogen. That is why the oxygen level is higher as compared to the ones in room temperature. Then after that, I infused oxygen to the refrigerated water with Oxytap, and it has increased to almost twice its level at 15.2 milligrams per liter. After 24 hours, I put it back, by the way, in the refrigerator. After 24 hours, I checked again the oxygen level, and it has decreased a little bit at 11.9. The following day, decreased again at 9.3, and the last day at 8.3 milligrams per liter. So it shows like this. All right. Therefore, what we can see here is that whenever we refrigerate water, oxygenated water, the rate of decrease of its oxygen level is lower as compared to when we keep it in a room temperature. But still, the maximum level of oxygen level is not attained anymore if we leave it for more than 24 hours. And these are my conclusions after that experiment. Number one, Oxytap increases the level of dissolved oxygen in water, as what we can see in the number. Number two, the lower the temperature or the colder the water is, the higher the dissolved oxygen level can be found in that water. Number three, the longer the time, the lower the dissolved oxygen level in the water is. So, the more na patatagalin mo yung tubig with dissolved oxygen, the more na bumababa ang oxygen level nito. And here are my recommendations. Number one, it is better to use cold water when using Oxytap in order to have higher level of oxygen, dissolved oxygen. Number two, drink oxygen-infused water immediately. Wag mo nang patatagalin pa because oxygen will escape from water. Again, this is my personal experiment and this is not approved by PRIVE International just yet. You may as well run or conduct your own experiment to prove this conclusion and recommendations wrong. And that is my report for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening.